the mayor of Hargeysa, who is sending his salutations and who is asking me to welcome you on his behalf because of a commitment of last minute. Subax wanaagsan Hargeysa, subax wanaagsan Somaliland, but most importantly, subax wanaagsan to the world. Thank you so much for joining us. Fatima said that, and I don't know why they always put me in the difficult situation to speak after Edna. I really can't understand why of that. It's a kind of a punishment for the work that we were doing together for the entire year. But it's a really honor to welcome you all. We will have the official opening with our Minister of Culture at the end of this session. It will end very soon. But just my few remarks is just to welcome you for the 19th returns. And this is a continuity, as Edna was saying. Laakiin waxaan doonayaa inaan af Soomaali in yar idinku idhaahdo. Guri dhaqan baynu joognaa, gurigii hidaha iyo dhaqankaynu joognaa, magaaladii hooyada fanka Soomaalida ayaynu joognaa. Sida wasiirkeena waxbarashadu yidhi, dhaqankii afku way sihiin. Dhinaca kale, subaxan had iyo jeer waxaynu ugu talagalnay inaynu afqalaad ku wada hadalno. Sababtuna waxa weeyaan bandhiga caalamiga ee buugaagta Hargeysa weligiiba wuxuu ahaa daaqad ay Somaliland ka eegto ummadda inteeda kale. oo haddii dhallinyaradeennu ay baasaboorkooda ku safri kari waayaan oo tegi waayaan halkay xaq u lahaayeen inay tagaan sida dhallinyarada kale ee la da'da inaynu furro daaqad ay dhallinyaradeennu ku arki karto adduunyadu sida ay tahay. laakiin taa waxa ka sii weyn haddii adduunyadu iska dhaga martay inay Somaliland aqoonsato ilaa 25 December ee sanadkii ina dhaafay oo imika waa la aqoonsan yahay. haddii adduunyadu isla yeeshay inaynu adduunyada u yeedhno oo aynu tusno daaqaday adduunyada inaga aragto. sababtaas baynu subaxan furitaankiisa had iyo jeer ugu talagalnaa maaha oo kaliya inta nala joogtay martida ah, laakiin fariinta inaga baxaysay Somaliland dibadda ka gaadhaysa inay af ay ku wada gaari karaan dhammaantood ay noqoto. marka aad iyo aad baan ugu mahadcelinayaa ilaa intii halkan ka hadashay iyo inta inoo dambaysa ee hadli doonto. arrinka labaadna waxaan idinka codsanayaa inaad idin ogolaataan markaa inaan in yar af Ingiriisi ku idhaahdo. waxay weydiinayo formality-ga, waxay weydiinayo fariinta aan idin sheegay doonayo inay inoo gaadho dibadda. So we are here and back to a language that we can understand, and each of us who is sitting here. Luckily, the language has never been a barrier in this home. Our guests have someone who is sitting close to them, and in one way or other, they get the message when we are speaking in Somali. But also when we are speaking in English, there is a way to reach out if there is anyone who has some difficulty to grasp the English language, although here people who are gathered have no that kind of problem. So, continuity. Dear friends, ministers and government officials, the mayor of Hargeysa, who is sending his salutations and who is asking me to welcome you on his behalf because of a commitment of last minute. We have friends who are coming, all the sectors of the government and members of the diplomatic corps that are sitting in Somaliland, but also I'm really honored to see also our former ambassadors, Somaliland ambassadors in other countries, which means the reason that we are here is to pass that continuity and that message from our ambassadorial corpus to the rest of the world. My inspiration, Dr. Abdullahi Diri. Someone whose history and existence changed and shaped my life. Thank you, Abdi, for being here. My dear Abdi Dr. Adnan, the 31st part of this book fair since its inception for these 19 years, and I hope we will continue with this tradition for long and long time. Thank you so much. International guests, civil society leadership, universities in Somaliland, respectable elders who are here, our cultural guides of Mustambed and their friends, poets, writers, scholars, students, and the brilliant, as has been said many times by the Director General and the Minister, the brilliant young women and men who worked so hard to prepare this thing that we are enjoying today. And I hope you will have a time to see what's happening outside of this space. I salute and welcome our guests. This is a typical of Hargeysa International Book Fair. Guests from the USA, guests from the Czech Republic this year. We have newcomers. Guests from the Netherlands, guests from France, guests from Italy, guests from the UK, guests from Denmark, guests from Kenya, guests from Ethiopia, Qatar, and beyond. In particular, I extend our warmest welcome to our delegation from Eswatini, the guest country of this Hargeysa International Book Fair 2026. Dr. Dlamini and Judith, your presence here is both an honor and a joy, for me in particular, but for Somaliland, for the entire people of Somaliland. I hope you will discover, as it has been said by Edna, the heart of Somaliland, while allowing our people to learn about Swatini, which is sometimes too difficult to connect because of the distance, so we might celebrate all our cultures shared and what we have in common. And that's why the organizers of the book fair organized this cultural dance, not only to welcome you, but to try to connect from the beginning of the program. Before I speak of this year's program, as introduction, I ask that we pray for two giants of art and culture who passed away this week in Somaliland. Mahmoud Abd Ali Duale, a veteran journalist and a producer, and Adam Thrapijama, a renowned poet, a leading figure of our heritage, and a member of Mustambed Poets and Journalists Council. May Almighty Allah grant them peace and reward them abundantly for their selfless services to our society. It has been 19 years since we founded the Hargeysa International Book Fair. Next year, inshallah, we will celebrate the full decade, 2 decades of this continuous programming. Today, the Hargeysa International Book Fair is led by young leaders. I am just by name here, truly speaking. They programmed everything. They did also for the guests. I didn't communicate to you, they communicated. So I'm really happy to see that those young leaders of today who first walked through these gates when they were 6 years old children, and today they are leading this institution and they are leading this Hargeysa International Book Fair, and they came with their parents. For me, seeing them now in executive management is the living testimony of what we mean by continuity, the theme of the year that we choose for us to talk about. Continuity is not simply the passing of time, but the conscious transfers of vision, memory, and a purpose from one generation to the next. And what does mean for them, Somaliland, should be rooted what does mean for me, and it should be rooted for the people I inspired me in my life who are sitting here, in particular Dr. Edna and Dr. Diri who are sitting with us today. Similar to what we mean the guest country, welcoming Swatini as our guest country reaffirms that the literature and storytelling know no borders across our continent. This partnership goes beyond official kind of conversation or diplomacy. It's a human bridge linking the Horn of Africa to the Southern Africa. By inviting our guests to share their poetry, traditions, and history directly with our communities, we cultivate deep people-to-people connection, discovering the of our distinct languages and cultures and landscapes, our artistic expression, and our shared values that unite us as one African family. To the government of Somaliland, and I am ending here, I express my sincere gratitude to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, represented here by the Director General, on behalf of also the Minister, Mr. Mohammed Abdurrahman, for assisting and welcoming our guests, to the Department of Immigration for facilitating visas, and you know what I mean when I say visas and what's happening at the moment in the region, sadly I would say. And most importantly, to the Minister of Interior and the police forces for establishing a seamless security structure. Somaliland is a safe place. Security is our higher priority. For our guests, but most importantly for our citizens alike, because stability is the true nourishment of our development. Having here the Minister of Education and Science with us today and last night visited us has a particular meaning for me. Thank you, Minister. Thank you, Professor Ismail Duali Yusuf. Culture is the base of our education. We have some plans to work with, together with the Minister of Education on culture, on language, as the Minister has mentioned it. And I think that presence here, Mr. Minister, is really a lot for us, so thank you for coming. Furthermore, I want to recognize this year the Minister of Trade and Tourism, representing two essential pillars of our state building process. Trade and tourism are the core drivers of our economy, and we share a common vision to promote Somaliland treasures, from the rich frankincense trade to our iconic cultural landmarks like Lasgale, as Edna has mentioned. I all invite you to go to the site where the Ministry of Trade and Tourism has, because they have some surprises and nice gifts for you, so please visit when you leave this way. Finally, I am deeply indebted to the Ministry of Information, National Guidance and Culture. Of course, it's our direct line minister, so that it makes the connection more special. But for the consistency and for the continuity we have built together for over 19 years, for these 19 years we were working with the Ministry of Culture. I would love one day to see that the Ministry of Culture is its own, rather than Ministry of Information, National Guidance and Culture. So I hope to have a Ministry for Culture only, but that was what happened despite the changes of the names over the years. But that Ministry of Culture was our partner, or what we are doing. But this year it has also particular meaning, and I want to specify, because I want to welcome our Minister, His Excellency Barhat Batoum, who has been a long-time member and supporter of the Hargeysa Cultural Center. Together in this place a few years back, alongside with former mayor of Hargeysa, Mr. Abdikarim Ahmed Moge, who is hiding in somewhere around, and now Minister Barhat and many others, we launched what we call it Qabila Deed. And that is this place where we started that initiative, that program that planted lasting seeds of hope and continue to bear visible fruits across our society. Thank you, Mr. Barhat. Finally, we deeply value our long-term partnership like the one we have with the British office here in Hargeysa. Likewise, since the office established, part and parcel of the Hargeysa International Book Fair, and that collaboration continued. Here represented, of course, Louis Hancock. The Danish office, represented here by Abd Aziz, who is somewhere in the back, and the Taiwan representative office. Those offices represented here by Umar. So this kind of friendship is what makes this beautiful Hargeysa International Book Fair and the Hargeysa Cultural Center. This year, I want to give a special welcome to the Danish office because of our recently concluded culinary diplomacy project. I invite all of you tomorrow. We will be having food together, and we will separate cultural diplomacy, this time for culinary diplomacy. So you are invited from 4 to 6, and a special get together and eat together here at the Hargeysa Cultural Center. The festival wouldn't have been possible without our friends, without its friends, the people of Somaliland to start with. The young who are coming from all the regions of Somaliland that every year comes here to connect each other, but also do what you have seen, preparing this festival, who sustain us, also the business people of Somaliland, who are friends of Somaliland. The Friends of Cultural Center is a group that you can subscribe, who, with both modest and general financial contributions, supported that this institution be and remain a community-owned institution, and founded the stability and, most importantly, the sustainability of this institution. So I want to thank all of them. So we are here. The program starts. We have 6 days of book launches awaiting you. With over 44 new books accepted, we had a lot of other books published since last year, but of course 6 days are limited, so we accepted the first to serve policy, 44 new books ready, alongside 22 panel discussion, academic and social debates, major art exhibitions, music, of course, we are the Hargeysa Cultural Center, traditional dances, and a vibrant children's activity this year dedicated specifically for them. I wish you all an inspiring festival in a true spirit of continuity. Thank you.